Now for some real talk, and today we have a special preview of a movie with a very special guest. So we're talking about the movie Captive, which you saw yesterday. Greg Russell is with us. What did you think when you first saw it?
Very scary, very chilling. David Oyelowo does a heck of a job. I mean, you just sit on the edge of your seat because here's this guy, and the thing knowing that it's a real story.
Right.
And this guy, you know, he breaks out of jail, kills a couple of people, and is just driving around.
And it's based, like you said, it's based on a real story.
Right.
For folks who haven't seen any bit about it, we've got a little bit of the trailer, so let's play that first.
When I heard I had a son, I had to break out.
Breaking story right now. Police looking for this man.
Murder suspect Brian Nichols.
I want eyes in the sky. All choppers up now. Let's flush Nichols out.
My name is Ashley Smith. I'm a mother.
I don't trust you, Ashley. He's skin again, and I will have to kill you.
I need to see my daughter.
You're not going anywhere.
God, please help me.
What is that? What are you doing?
Just a book.
Read it to me.
You want to know why you were placed on this planet? You must begin with God. He expects you to make the most of what you have been given.
I haven't been given anything.
You have a son.
Christopher, it's your daddy. You're gonna hear some bad things about me. Whatever happens, I love you, little man.
The greatest tragedy is not death, but life without purpose.
Stand up! Could you forgive me?
I don't know, but maybe God can.
I know. I see that trailer.
Yeah.
We're going to bring in David Oyelowo. We're so happy that you made the time to stop by live in the D. It's been, what, 14 years since you've been in Detroit?
Yeah. I was last here doing Shakespeare in Ann Arbor, near here, and so yeah, it's been a while.
So we have changed a bit, definitely. And so have you. Talk to us a little bit about this film.
Well, yeah, Captive was, you know, the script first came my way about 4 years ago, and in that earlier iteration, what I really just gravitated towards was the fact that despite such a hideous day in Atlanta's history in terms of 4 people being killed by Brian Nichols that morning, him then taking Ashley Smith hostage, but somehow this awful tragedy turned into something good for Ashley Smith. It was the point beyond which she never touched meth again. She regained custody of her daughter and gained a second chance that she's now sharing with thousands of people through Celebrate Recovery, where she's a spokesperson to help them come away from drugs. So, you know, I gravitate towards these kind of redemptive stories where light overwhelms the darkness.
And I've got to ask you about the character. I mean, it's so great to see you up here now. Your eyes are bright. You've got the smile going. Where in the movie, obviously, Brian, it's a very deep character. What do you do to get yourself ready for a role like that?
Well, you know, playing Brian Nichols was one of the more difficult characters I've had to play, not least because as an actor, your job is to get to the point where you don't judge your character, where you can place yourself in their headspace, in their spiritual place, in their emotional space as well. And a guy who cold-bloodedly killed 4 people in the morning is an intense place to inhabit. But that's the job, and you just have to. I did all the research. I looked at people who have done this kind of thing and tried to stay in that zone.
Is it hard to get out of the zone at the end of the day after you've been, you know, on set for so long?
It is. There's no question, and that's why initially when I first read the script there was any kind of resistance. The reason I wanted to do it regardless is because of the story in its totality. That's why I'm a producer on the movie, because, you know, these are the kind of stories I want to see out in the world. Stories that universally talk about the power of a second chance.
Right. And also, when looking at the credits, there's also another Oyelowo in the movie.
Yes. My wife Jessica plays, does what you do. She's a reporter in the job in the film, and yeah. But we met doing youth theater as kids, really, and so.
How old?
She was 17, I was 19.
Really?
Wow,
And now
that's
you
great.
have 4 kids.
We have 4, and it's our 17th wedding anniversary on Saturday. So.
Really? Are you doing anything special?
Yes, but she doesn't know what yet, so I can't
So
possibly.
we can't say.
I can't put it out right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, you gained a lot of attention with Selma. You've done many things before that, obviously. But what changed career-wise after all the notoriety and the Golden Globe nomination for that film?
Well, films like this, seeing the light of day. I mean, in all honesty, I gravitate towards films that don't immediately scream box office. They're not like, you know, Avengers or anything like that. They are stories like Captive, like Selma, that are meaningful, thought-provoking. Also, I have a very clear agenda about, you know, wanting to see black characters in the center of stories as opposed to always on the periphery. And so those films are tougher to get made, but Selma has given me a notoriety to help push those forward.
And for fun, what do you do? I mean, you already said you're starting another project.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Yeah, a film called A United Kingdom, which is a love story set in the 40s about an interracial marriage between the king of Botswana and an English lady that caused quite a ruckus back then. So we do that in Botswana and in England. But, you know, my kids are the way I relax. They, you know, I have 13, 10, 7, and 3-year-olds.
And the 3-year-old's a little girl.
A little girl.
So like, I can tell you about girls.
Yeah.
What do you think is the biggest challenge?
She's the princess, I'm quite sure.
Well, you know, I'm pretty strict and firm with my boys, but with my girl, it's a terrible thing.
That's
It
how
just
it is.
disintegrates.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to try and manage that. But, you know.
It won't happen. Yeah.
You
Got a
really?
girl, yeah. No matter what, they show them. Right.
Yeah, it's like, don't mess with me.
Yeah, exactly.
Do whatever you want, Dad.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us. I did have a quick question. You did actually meet Brian, right? Is that?
No, I
or
did.
you
He's
just did the
serving
research?
multiple life
I didn't know if you
sentences.
had a prison.
So you can't have access to him. But Ashley Smith was with us on set for a lot of the film. I have met Brian Nichols' mother as well, who I talked to quite a bit. So yeah, but I didn't get to meet
And you
Brian.
met the female Kate's character?
Yes, Ashley
Right.
Smith, who like I said, was on set with us a lot and was my primary source. She remembers it like it was yesterday.
Did she ever tell you something like, you know, what did she add to it that enlightened you?
Just little nuances. I mean, it was so amazing to have her on set because she could literally say, well, actually what happened was this. And so often what actually happened is so much weirder than you would put in a movie because you go, there's no way.
Right.
Really? He nicked his finger and you put a Band-Aid on him, a guy who killed, and that happened, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, having her was a massive asset. But the thing that she said to me that stuck with me so much was she felt that when he broke into her apartment that night, she had watched him in the news through that day that he'd killed 4 people. And she felt when he broke in that this was God's way of saying, you've messed up too much and it's time for you to exit Earth. And the fact that beyond him being in that apartment with her, beyond reading The Purpose-Driven Life to him, was the point beyond which she gained life as opposed to lost her life. That, to me, is the power of the story.
Have you ever read the book?
I did before I knew about
Isn't it a good book?
It's a great book, great book,
is.
and you know, that's why the combination of that book and this story just felt like something I wanted to do.
All right. Oh, Thievers.
Yeah, I was going to say another one of those like date movies we always talk about.
Yeah.
We always talk about, you know, seeing something that's very scary because
So then I can jump on
right,
him.
and it's like, oh yes, just stay right here. This movie will both be. Oh my goodness. Very, very chilling.
Now, you
but
saw the
like I said,
preview yesterday. When is it
Yes.
in theaters?
September 18th.
September
it comes
18th.
out,
Okay, so we need to make sure everybody gets on out
Please
and
do.
supports your film. And
Absolutely.
thank you so much for taking the time. Next time, stay in Detroit longer, and we'll show you around.
I will do. I will
Take you to Motown.
Oh,
There you
fabulous!
go.
Thank you.
David O'Yell.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.